What does Miss Ziegler do all day?
She helps kids.
She helps others and takes care of problems.
She does the announcements.
I think she eats her pretzels and stuff all day.
What Miss Ziegler does all day is she makes sure we're safe, and she always makes funny jokes.
So she just like sits around and she bosses everybody, and yeah.
Probably like do help everybody and probably help out all the teachers if they're stressed. Miss Ziegler sits down and helps people whenever they need to.
I think she sits in front of the heaters in her office even when it's 102 degrees outside.
What Miss Ziegler does all day, she makes people smile.
I think she sits around and paints her toes.
She helps in the lunchroom and she's kind.
I think that Miss Ziegler goes leaping in the hallways and checking on everybody in their classrooms.
She tries to get us learning.
She tries to get you learning. I love it. All right, thank you, friend. Miss Mary, my question to you is this. What does Miss Ziegler do all day at Bates?
Well, for what I gather, Miss Ziegler talks to the kids. She takes kids in their office if they're having a little difficulty, and she talks to them in there. She does the car rider line.
Lots of important
Yes,
stuff.
lots. And I see her in the cafeteria, too. She's everywhere. She's just not in her office.
What does Miss Ziegler do all day?
She does paperwork.
Paperwork?
Yeah.
I think that Miss Ziegler works all day,
Doing what?
helping out for the school.
Ready? What do you think Miss Ziegler does all day long at Bates?
Watch us so we don't do something rude.
What else?
Make sure the school is nice.
Probably works, figure out problems, solve problems, do vice principal things, paperwork, and
Think she does anything fun?
I don't know, talks with other teachers and stuff.
What does Miss Ziegler do all day?
She's cool. Yes, very cool. What do you have to say, Jaden?
I think that Miss Ziegler just kind of lays inside of her office all day and watches her computer.
I think that Ms. Ziegler all day, she's always like, Miss Nethery would give her papers to make the school better, and she would also talk with some students to make them feel better.
Miss Ziegler helps first graders tie their shoes every day.
And she does the announcements.
She tells kindergarteners and first graders to get on the paw prints.
Work, and in the morning she comes early and she gets started on her work. Gives me breaks. And she works. She works all day, all morning sometimes. And sometimes she gets on the announcements. And sometimes Miss Negri helps her out about that.
Preston, what does Miss Ziegler do all day long?
Work.
Like what? Give me an idea. What does she do?
She likes like she texts them, and then she gets her emails all the time.
Yeah. Anything else?
Well, she likes to work all day, but sometimes when kids are being bad, they send them to the office.
And Miss Ziegler deals with them?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, friend.
To make people learn and be safe. Make sure everybody's safe.